Tsukasa Hinoura has finally made it to our collection. This legendary knife maker is something that we've always hoped to get our hands on. And today, Never a Dull Moment gets to present to you this great edition. I'm Greg with Never a Dull Moment. Today in Never a Dull Moment Kitchen, you can see that I'm emotional about it because I'm very happy to have this third generation blacksmith that just hails from 700 years of history from the Sanjo region of Japan. Another amazing blacksmith from Sanjo region of Japan. We are going to unbox from you just one of the iconic knife shapes and steels that this amazing man had to offer. I mess up sometimes and we're just gonna keep on going. This amazing man has to offer. So that's because I'm choked up about this particular knife in our collection. So there is a father-son duo, and this is the father. We're going to open up Dad's work and show you this particular knife. So this is a 165 millimeter Santoku. We are very happy to be able to have this and to share its unboxing with you. So this 165 millimeter rainbow Damascus knife is actually made of Shirogami number 2. Now, this blacksmith works with a lot of different steels. His son as well. Mutsumi Hinoura is the son who is paving his own way, but Tsukasa Hinoura, I mean, his reputation is amazing. The northern part of central Japan, like I said, this particular region has just been putting out stuff. And sitting there in the Nagata prefecture, this Hinoura family has just been getting it done for decades. So this knife has not been used. You can see that rainbow colored Damascus in this traditional size Santoku. This is an all-purpose knife, and we're gonna put it through its test today. So it has a little bit of a funkier look with the just irradiance of those colors that are built into the steel. There are several other blacksmiths that do like a rainbow Damascus, so I'm not sure.
I think that was the first time I've seen it though.
So we have a knife by Saji, and it has the cow handle, the stag horn handle. He is actually very well known for his rainbow Damascus. So both of them have this kind of, and there are other people doing it because now Kurosaki's doing it. But again, this has been around for a while. So I'm sorry to say I'm not aware what always makes up the rainbow. If it's like nickel and copper is what I want to get into.
The red's really popped, at least in our lighting. So
what is that?
The red, pinkish kind of popped in our lighting. Mm-hmm.
So if you guys don't remember, he is known for his river jump Damascus. Now, I have taken a shot out there and tried to jump on the river jump and just couldn't get it. I mean, it was gone. It was like refresh, gone. Getting one of his knives seems quite impossible. When this one happened to come up, I was glad to get on it. It was just one of those things that you felt like you had to have in your collection. I have no clue how these knives perform. This person just really believes in the finer details done by the individual blacksmiths. He goes to do the extra detail. I'm sure my wife had got in there on the fit and finish and the choil and everything. So we'll.
Sometimes if I do
it. So yeah. So we're gonna find out together. The performance of this knife. I have no expectations of what it's supposed to do. And so we're gonna go ahead and move on to the best tester. For those of you who follow this channel, we like to say this at the beginning. We have our critics that are on the channel and they want to make comments. The best tester is a tool. It is not the standard. You can get a variety of scores. We do our best to be accurate, but it is a tool, not the standard. Depending on where you check the sharpness on the blade, you can get a variety of scores. So we try to do a couple of scores for you. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get an out of the box. And again, an out of the box doesn't have to mean anything. It can get messed around in shipping and stuff. But we'll go ahead and see what type of performance this thing has out of the box. So we got the 200, which is the score that you want to get. I do want to point out something real quick before I pull away. I enjoy this different shape. This is an octagonal D-shaped blend. Like, I immediately felt the flat on my thumb and liked it. I haven't felt that on a handle before. So that's a little bit different of a shape. Just wanted to point that out. So we'll do another quick test. We'll find a different part of the blade. But I instantaneously knew, with all the knives that I've held before, I instantaneously knew that the back of that felt different.
Yep.
And it was a pleasant thought. Well, I didn't catch it there.
Yeah, these things are tiny. Like, I don't know if everybody realizes how little these.
Yeah,
The little filament.
So our friend Hans has come out with all kinds of different things to try to make sure that when you pull it consistency, and he's got some other new tools that we love, and we love Hans. If you don't know who Hans is, Hans Plog in Germany, he just loves this damn thing, and he's always working to try to make it a little bit better for us. He is actually, I'm just gonna, if you guys want to look at me real quick, Hans has a device he just came out with. I'm not even sure if it's for sale yet, but it's literally a contraption that sits over the bass that you load the knife in, and you unscrew the thing and it lowers the knife. So that way the pressure is consistent. So that way, and I watched him do it. He did 3 identical things on the bass. He got the same score 3 times. So I'm super excited about, being able to invest in that in the future when that comes available. So let's find a different point on the knife. So, you saw that took time. It was slowly going. So that was a little bit towards the heel. And since that happened, the other one's in the middle. I don't normally do one more. I'm going to do one more towards the tip. And just see. Again, we always talk about how, like, in shipping, things can happen. So we're going to try to be a little bit closer to the tip this time. So that was a little more consistent with the first one.
It was, yep.
Okay, so 200 is great. That's what you expect. That's what we like to see, 200 and below. I think we saw one time a 218 that we were very shocked at how well 218 did.
That it actually performed really well.
Yeah, it really did. So let's go ahead and listen. I guess my wife was saying that that it's really putting off like a nice
reddish, pinkish hue. Yeah.
Like its goal is to like
iridescent.
It
says, "Look at me, I'm fancy."
Hypnotize you. It's to hypnotize you.
Oh. That's stupid quiet. Oh.
I'm trying. I'm not supposed to be able to push from that far away. I'm just trying.
Always trying stuff. First cuts were so quiet.
It performs well, which is what you want. This is a nice size. So the Santoku size is really a nice size for all. So it's longer than what you would use, obviously, for like coring a strawberry. Even though this one actually, the way that this profile actually goes down more. A lot of Santokus stay tall across the top and then round in.
Tilt it back towards you just a smidge at the top.
Okay.
There you
go. I would say this is a little bit unique because it actually gets a little smaller before it rounds.
Got you. It makes it look tiny here, and it's not.
Yeah. So I actually feel like you could do some. You might be able to core a tomato or a strawberry with this.
Some slightly detailed work. All right. Well, why don't you do a tomato right now? Because
Okay. So.
You can give it the first op of a tomato. Yeah. I could tell the way it cut that. That was ridiculous.
It's a salad. You know, so this is Shirogami 2. Technically, that's like the second sharpest able, you know, steel. He does work with everything. This particular knife does come in this, and it comes in that AST 34. It's a steel I'm not familiar with. It's a stainless steel. I looked online. He makes this knife, this rainbow Damascus, in a petty, and he makes that in blue number 2. So he really does actually mess around with all the different steels.
I didn't see it. I'm sorry I didn't have you do that first.
It's okay.
I forgot about it. The paper towel's wet, which you've got.
It is, and then okay, paper towel's wet.
It worked, but the paper towel's wet.
For those of you other paper towel testers out there, do you have any tips and tricks for
getting it to go further down?
Yeah. I would say that a 200 is not, I mean, we've gotten some cuts, but a 200 is not my normal ideal. I mean, that was really good. That was kind of nice.
The tip is really sharp.
So,
no, the tip
one of the things I'm going to check out today that I don't do with a lot of knives is this is slightly rounded, but it's straighter than a lot of other Santokus. So we're going to just have a little fun with some Katsuramuki real quick. Katsuramuki is the Japanese word for doing some peeling.
So you just thought you'd give that a whirl today?
Yeah. So if we wanted to, I mean, traditionally this is not the knife you would do with that, but you know, normally you would have a little bit of a straighter edge. That's why I'm not able at the other end.
It'd be something a tad smaller too, wouldn't it? Like, not quite as
No,
long?
my other ones that are made for this are this long. They're just straighter. You can see where the bend is right here at the knife. Mm-hmm. It's kind of hard to... The cucumber has such a nice fresh smell to it. So anyway, beautiful. Let's just check out the rocking ability of this knife. That little bit of a rock.
It rocks, babe.
Nice. And chopping ability. So the chopping was not quite as successful, I think, because of the rounded.
Yep.
So at the 165 millimeter, the flat isn't continuous enough to get right there. It's sticking on the edges. Let me try that again.
You can see it picking up the top and the bottom part it's not.
Yeah, but if I'm...
Yeah, then you're good.
So with this particular Santoku, rocking probably be preferred, for at least for the size of what we're doing. The chopping area on the flat on 165 millimeters really isn't the best chopper for something like that. Okay, definitely a nice knife. Feels great in the hand. Very lightweight. The taper is nice. A little thicker right at where the choil comes into the handle. Again, you know, like traditional, this is not a full tang knife. It just has that partial tang inside the handle. Okay. Super lightweight and agile. But definitely was super happy. I mean, making tomato paper out of that, not a problem. Again, glad to have it in the collection. I think that was definitely not a dull moment. We appreciate you guys coming in. Make sure that you clean your toys and your tools. So that way they'll be around for you a long time. It's going to be very interesting to see the patina on this as it forms the patina and how the patina showcases itself in relation to the rainbow Damascus. And we'll have to update you guys with that on Instagram and tell you and show you what's been going on. So Awesome. Once again, thanks for checking in with us. We appreciate your support. Friday nights at 8 o'clock, we come at you. Definitely another nice knife to have in the collection. Tuesday night nuggets sometimes come your way. Thank you as always. God bless.